Hello, my name is Denise. I reside in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I would like to begin with, everything I have to say is without prejudice. These are my before shots. And this is how I look today. What happened? Sodium azide, an explosive used in a very common safety device. Approved by the government. You heard me right. An explosive used in a safety device. 5 years ago, I was a passenger in a very low impact auto accident. Had the airbag not been in place, I would have sustained mild whiplash at best, as I had my seatbelt on. Instead, I have sustained catastrophic injury. The most devastating? My dominant right hand was blown off. A traumatic amputation. The many surgeries for reattachment unsuccessful, and 4 years after the accident, a surgical amputation was performed. I suffer from severe head trauma. The integrity of my facial and cranial structures compromised and disfigured. My immediate short-term memory gone. The right eye and ear were dragged to the back of my head. I've lost half the vision in my right eye, and I'm close to deaf in my left ear. The air sacs at the base of the skull that protect the brain were wiped out on the right side. My head is concave on the right side and protrudes on the left. All of my teeth were chipped and knocked loose, and I now wear dentures, as I'm sure you can all see and hear. I have chemical burns on my face and throat, and I ingested extremely toxic chemicals. This has resulted in serious respiratory, digestive, and autoimmune health issues. Not a pretty picture. I sustained many more injuries, too vast to list. I have endured 13 surgeries and have at least 2 more to go. Not to mention the countless procedures, CTs, x-rays. The list is never ending. I will have major medical issues and expenses until my demise. I remain on many medications and have been virtually bedridden for the past 5 years. Airbags are not mandated in Canada, and therefore are not regulated as such. The only component regulated is the mechanism. All airbags, Canadian, American, and so forth, must operate the same. That being said, however, the formulation regarding the amount of explosive/propellant used is left to the discretion of the manufacturer. This information is not supplied to the consumer. When an airbag deploys, it is 1,200 pounds of pressure, traveling at speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour. In my case, the bag split open. The automaker involved produced and installed their own airbags. You might assume that I have received a hefty settlement from the auto manufacturer involved, but I've not seen a dime. They do not acknowledge any liability, responsibility, or accountability. My 80-year-old mother, my primary caregiver, and I have been existing on Mom's old age pension and my AISH checks. The automakers/corporations are literally getting away with murder. How many fatalities or catastrophic injuries we will never know, as there is no registry. While the corporations make their millions, the taxpayer pays for the majority of my medical needs, which have been and will continue to be extensive. Why am I relaying some of my findings and experience to you? Because this could happen to you, and I am but one voice. It will take many, many voices to be heard and for the necessary changes to be implemented. Only then will the little guy have the ability to take these automakers to task. Should you have any questions, I will gladly answer them to the best of my ability, and or should you have any input, it would be greatly appreciated. My email address is capital D E E capital D A W N at shaw.ca. I thank you for your time. In closing, please drive safe. After all, you have at least 2 potential bombs in your vehicles. Have a great day. I know I won't.